chapter and H, yeah, and back to the first group. Okay, group 1, ya, kita balik lagi ke group 1, back to the first group. The topic main idea. Member group Dika Fajar and Silvana Nabila. Are you ready, Dika?
Yes, I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, good job. Okay, before presentation main idea, okay. Say together basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, share screen no, yeah, and then Dika presentation in the class. Okay, would you please, monggo silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, good morning to you.
The Honorable, our clear English lesson, Ma'am Rahimah, and all of my beloved friends. First of all, let us thanks to Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because of His blessing we are able to come here to join in this English meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation today is about mind idea. Now, I will read one by one our agenda today. That are, the first session is opening, the second session is introduction, and the third section is presentation, and the last session is closing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's open our meeting by saying Basmalah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Thank you. For the next agenda is presentation session. For the first turn will be given by the first presenter. Please welcome Silvana.
Definition. The main idea is the essence of the material, the specific point that the author wants to convey. The main idea of the passage can be stated and not stated in the passage. The main idea has two parts, usually called the topic and the control idea. These two parts of the main idea can help us to determine the main idea of the paragraph. You have identified the topic of the paragraph. You can find the main idea by looking for statements that contain several ideas or opinions about the topic. The main idea stat is the main idea stat in on sentence which summarizes the particular idea or detail in the reading into a general statement that cover all of the author message. Generally, the main idea is stated in the first sentence of the passage. However, sometimes the main idea can be placed in the middle or at the end of the paragraph. How to know main idea? 1. Read the first sentence of a paragraph. 2. Read the second sentence at the beginning of a paragraph. 3. Read the last sentence of the paragraph. Let's read mid-sentence, read the entire paragraph. Example. Ocean and lake have most in common, but they are also quite different. Both are bodies of water. Both oceans are very large bodies of salt water, while lakes are much smaller bodies of fresh water. Lakes are usually surrounded by land, while oceans are what surround continents. Both have plants and animals living in them. The ocean is home to the largest animals on the planet, whereas lakes support much smaller forms of life. When it is time for a vacation, but will make a great place to visit and enjoy. The main idea from the reading above can actually be drawn from the topic sentence contained in the first sentence, namely oceans and lakes have much in common, but they are also quite different. As seen above, the words "tan" often are words that show the difference as well as similarities from ocean and lakes. Of course, we already know this from the previous sentence. Then all you have to do is formulate the main idea. We both know that the main idea can be drawn from the topic sentences.
Main idea dibacanya, bukan main idea, salah ya. Main idea.
Yeah, Mom, main idea. However, keep in mind that in stating the main idea, you should avoid using sentences that are exactly the same as sentences. The sentence 3-4 you need to paragraph or quote the topic sentence. One way that can change the order of the main idea. The paragraph mostly discusses about the similarities and difference of ocean and lakes, or the paragraph compares oceans to lakes. Exercise 1. Direction. Read the following paragraph and determine the main idea of each paragraph. Paragraph 1. Luang Prabang has both natural and historical sites. Among the natural tourist sites are the Kuang Sil Falls and Prague Au Cave. Tourists may also ride elephants. At the end of the main street of Luang Prabang is a night market where tall shells, relics, and other souvenirs. The How Jam Royal Place Museum and the Wat Sieng Tong Temple are among the most well-known historical sites, along with the magnificent temples. A significant part of the Old Town Apple is the many French provincial style house. Main idea, natural and historical site in Luang Prabang, Laos. Paragraph 2. Food, shape, and very center of Vietnamese culture. For every significant holiday on the Vietnamese cultural calendar, all the important milestones in Vietnamese personal life, and I need most of the important day-to-day social events and interactions would play a central role. Special dishes are prepared and served with great care for every birth, marriage, and death, and the anniversary of accessories dates. More business deals are served over dinner table than over boardroom table. And when friends get together, they eat together. Preparing food and eating together remains the focus of family life. My idea, relationship of food and festivals in the Vietnamese culture.
Paragraph 3. Singapore has 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. English is the common language of the nation and is the language of business, government, and the medium of instruction in school. Public organizations in Singapore conduct their business in English. An official document written in a non-English official language, such as Chinese, Malay, or Tamil, typically has to translate into English to be accepted for submission. The Singapore Constitution and laws are written in English, and translators are also required if one wishes to address the Singaporean court in a language other than English. However, English is the native tongue for only 1/3 of all Singaporean Indians speaking it as their native tongue. Main idea: the English as a language in Singapore. Paragraph 4. Due to its long history as a tributary state of China, as well as several periods of Chinese occupation, Vietnamese culture is heavily influenced by that of southern China, with Confucianism forming the basis of Vietnamese society. The Vietnamese language also contains many loan words from China, though the two languages are unrelated. Buddhism remains the singular religion in Vietnam, not like in China but unlike in the rest of northern South Asia. The dominant school of Buddhism in Vietnam is the Mahayana school. Main idea is China's influence in Singapore. Exercise 2. Direction. Read each paragraph below and answer the question that follow paragraph. Paragraph 1. Clothes can tell a lot about a person. Some people like very colorful clothes. They want everyone to look at them. They want to be the center of things. Other people like to wear nice clothes, but their clothes are not colorful or fancy. They do not like people to look at them. There are also some people who wear the same thing all the time. They do not care if anyone looks at them. They do not think what anyone thinks about them. What is the main idea of the paragraph? The answer is B. Clothes can tell a lot about people. Paragraph 2. It is important to bring the right clothes when you travel. If you are going to a cold country, you should bring warm clothes. Be sure you have a hat and gloves too. If you are going to a hot country, you need different clothes. You do not want heavy or dark clothes. In hot weather, light clothes are best. If you are going to a city, you might need some nice clothes. What is the main idea or of the paragraph? The answer is B. Appropriate clothes are important when you travel. Paragraph 3. Clothes today are very different from clothes of the 1800. 1800, one difference is the way they look. For example, in 1800, a woman wore dresses. The dresses all had long skirt, but today women do not always wear dresses with long skirt.
No,
Sometimes,
woman, salah. Woman.
oh, woman. Sorry, miss.
Yes, that's right.
But today, women do not always wear dresses with long skirt. Sometimes they wear short skirt and sometimes they wear pants. Another difference between 1800 and today is the cloth. They were made from cotton, wool, silk, and linen. But today, there are many kind of man-made cloth. A lot of clothes are now made of nylon, rayon, or polyester. What is the main idea of the paragraph? The answer is C. Clothes today are different from the clothes of the 1800s. Paragraph exercise 3, paragraph 1. An average hurricane release as much energy as several atomic explosions. Its power output in a single minute could keep the United States in electricity for 50 years. The hurricane that struck Bangladesh in 1970 product of product a tidal wave that killed 2,100 people. In 1900, in Galveston, Texas, a hurricane created storm tides that swam 6,000 people to their deaths. 1. The author's purpose of this paragraph is to, the answer is C, present factual information about hurricanes. 2. The author's tone can best be described as, the answer is B, straightforward. Okay, paragraph 2. Like human beings, and can be both cooperative and aggressive toward one another. In fact, certain species of and survive by raiding other and colonies and enslaving their offspring. Scientists believe that these slave makers and cannot survive on their own and need other and to take care of them. The only way in which they can achieve this is by raiding other colonies and seizing the larvae and pupa. They then carry them back to their own colonies and raise them as slaves. Once their slaves die, they raid new colonies, capture new larvae, and acquire a new supply of slaves. Question 1. The outer world 2. The answer is A. Illustrate the unusual way in which certain and species survive. Number 2. The outdoors tone is, the answer is C. Informative.
Exercise 4, Passage 1. Basketball was invented in 1891 by a physical education instructor in Springfield, Massachusetts by the name of James Naismith. Because of the terrible weather in winter, his physical education students were indoors rather than outdoors. They really did not like the idea of boring, repetitive exercise and prefer the excitement and challenge of game. Naismith figured out a team sport that could be played indoors on a gymnasium floor that involved a lot of running that keep all team members involved and did not allow the tackling and physical contact of American-style football. Number 1. What is the main idea of this passage? The answer is D, the origin of basketball. Passage 2. Early maps of the North American continent show a massive river that began in the Rocky Mountains, flow into the Great Salt Lake, and from there continue westward into the Pacific Ocean. This river, named the Buenaventura River, on some maps rivaled the Great Mississippi River. This mythical river, of course, does not exist. Perhaps an early mapmaker hypothesized that such a river probably exists. Perhaps a smaller river was seen and its path from the Rockies to the Pacific was some. As late as the middle of the 19th century, this river was still on maps and explorers were still searching for it. Number 2. Which of the following would be the best title for this passage? The answer is A. Early Maps of North America. Passage 3. Most of the ice on the Earth, close to 19% of it, is covering the surface of the continent Antarctica. It does not snow very much in Antarctica, but whatever snow does fall remains and grows deeper and deeper. In some areas of Antarctica, the ice has perhaps been around for as much a million years and now is more than 2 miles deep. Number 3. The main idea of the passage is that the answer is B. Most of the Earth's ice is found in Antarctica. Number 4. The best title for the passage is D. The Coast of Antarctica's Ice Pack. Passage 4. The extremely hot and humid weather that occurs in the United States in July and August is commonly called the dog days of summer. This name comes from the star Sirius, which is known as the dog star. Sirius is the brightest visible star and in the hot summer months. It rises in the east approximately the same time as the sun. As ancient people saw this star rising with the sun when the weather was at its hottest, they believed that Sirius was the cause of the additional heat. They believed that so unbearably hot. Number 5. The topic of the passage is, the answer is C. Why the hot summer days are known as the dog days. Number 6. The main idea of this passage is that the answer is A. The name for the summer days come from Sirius the dog star. Passage 5. The term primitive art has been used in a variety of ways to describe works and styles of art. One way that this term has been used is to describe the early period within the development of a certain style of art. Another way that this term has been used to describe artists who have received little professional training and who demonstrate a non-traditional naivete in their work. A wonderful example of the second type of primitive artist is Grandma Mouse, who spent all her life on a farm and working as tasks normally associated with farm life. She did not begin painting until she reached the age of 76, when she switched to painting from embroidery because the arthritis in her hands made embroidery too difficult. Totally without formal education in art, she began creating panoramic images of everyday life on the farm that have achieved international fame. Number 7. The subject of this passage is the answer is A, an example of one of the types of primitive art. Number 8. Which of the following best express the main idea of the passage? The answer is C. Grandma Mouse is one type of primitive artist because of her lack of formal training. Passage 6. The first English attempts to colonize North America were controlled by individuals rather than companies. Sir Humphrey Gilbert was the first Englishman to send colonies to the New World. His initial expedition, which sailed in 1578 with a patent granted by Queen Elizabeth I, was defeated by the Spanish. A second attempt ended in disaster in 1583, when Gilbert and his ship were lost in a storm. In the following year, Gilbert's half-brother, Sir Walter Raleigh, having obtained a renewal of the patent, sponsored an expedition that explored the coast of the region he named Virginia. Under Raleigh's direction, efforts were then made to establish a colony on Roanoke Island in 1585 and 1587. The survivors of the first settlement on Roanoke returned to England in 1586, but the second group of colonists disappeared without leaving a trace. The failure of the Gilberts and Raleigh ventures made it clear that the tasks they had undertaken were too big for any one colonizer. Within a short time, the trading company had supplanted the individual promoter of colonization. Number 9. Which of the following would be the most appropriate title for the passage? The answer is C. Early attempt at colonizing North America. Number 10. The passage states which of the following about the first English people to be involved in establishing colonies in North America. The answer is A. They were requested to do so by Queen Elizabeth. Passage 7. Although great natural barriers hindered east-west development in Canada, this circumstance was mitigated by the mighty river and lake system that provide a venue for the fur trader, missionary, soldier, and settle. Canada's rivers and lakes allow and indeed invite venturesome pioneers to explore the interior of the continent and in spite of natural barriers to tap its great wealth. The rivers and lakes were essential to the great fur empire. People in canoes broke furs from the farthest extremity of the Canadian Shield to Montreal for exportation to Europe. The first settlements spread along the rivers, since only the rivers provide transportation and communication. Military rivers and lakes were of prime importance. Whoever controlled the St. Lawrence and its entrance also controlled Canada. Number 12. Number 11. What is the main subject of the passage? The answer is B, the role of rivers and lakes in Canadian development. Number 12, which would be an example of the type of barrier the author refers to in line 1? The answer is D, a mountain range.
Passage 8. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, 1807 until 1882, was perhaps the best known American poet of the 19th century. His clear writing style and emphasis on the prevalent value of the period made him popular with the general public. If not always with the critics, he was particularly recognized for his longer narrative poems, Evangeline, the Song of Hiawatha, and the Courtship of Miles Standish, in which he told stories from American history in terms of the value of the time. Evangeline was set during the French and Indian War 1754 until 1763, when the British forced French settlers from Nova Scotia. Two lovers, Gabriel and Evangeline, were separated by the British, and Evangeline devoted her lifetime to the search for Gabriel, with his emphasis on sentimental unending love. Evangeline was immensely popular with the public. In the Song of Hiawatha, Longfellow depicted the noble life of the American Indian through the story of the brave Hiawatha and his beloved wife Minnehaha. The tear-inspiring poem follows Hiawatha through the tragedies and triumphs of life, ending with the death of Minnehaha and Hiawatha's departure into the sunset in his canoe. The courtship of Miles Standish takes place during the early period of the statesmen of New England, a period which was viewed as a time of honor and romance. In this poem, centered around a love triangle. Miles Standish asked his friend John Alden to propose to Priscilla Mullins for him. John Alden ended up marrying Priscilla Mullins himself, and it takes time for his friendship with Miles Standish to recover, as with Longfellow other narrative poems. The emphasis on high ideals and romance made the poems extremely popular. Next, exercise 13. Which of the following best describe the main idea of the passage? The answer is the popularity of Longfellow's poems result from his stress on the value of the people. 14. The best title of the passage is? The answer is A, Longfellow's popular epoch. 15. The subject of the fourth paragraph is? The answer is B, the love triangle involving Miles Standish. Passage 9. Of the various tribes living in the Ituri rainforest of Africa, pygmies are the most unusual. They are perfectly formed people, except that they weigh only about 80 pounds with a height of not more than 4 feet. Pygmies are great travelers, capable of moving in the treetops almost as expertly as monkeys. Then they travel great distance through tree branches without touching the ground. Pygmies are also renowned as great hunters as they can shoot 3 or 4 arrows one after another so repeatedly that often the last one leaves the bow before the first has reached its target. If an arrow misses its target, the impatient pygmy may fly into a rage, breaking his arrows and stamping on them. Regardless of their extraordinary little bodies, pygmies can consume a large amount of food. One pygmy can finish a stalk of 60 bananas at single meal. In addition to quantities of meat, after eating, he will lie on his earth bed and groan in pile all night. In the morning, he is ready to eat the same amount of food all over again. 16. What is the main idea of the passage? The pygmy is, the answer is A. A unique tribe in the Ituririne forest of Africa. 17. Which of the following would be the best title for this passage? The answer is D. The Incredible Pygmy. Passage 10. Do the thin film of water that has condensed on the surface of object near the ground form when radiate cooling of this object during the night time. Horse also pulls and shallow layer of overlying air in contact with them. It then causes the condensation of some water vapor. This condensation occurs if the capacity of air to hold water vapor lessens as the air is cooled. Dew forms most readily on those surfaces that lose heat through radiation most efficiently, but are